Come on, boys. And again, lads. Go again. Down, Timmy, down.
Shadab Khan, the new batsman for Pakistan. He's out there due to the dismissal of his captain, Sarfraz Ahmed.
All right, Simon Dill, I think a bit suspect. You think dead.
Yeah, hitting leg stump, Rigger, for mine. Hitting a good chunk of leg stump.
Let's see who the best umpire is between us in a minute.
Good, Todd. Good, Todd. Love it, mate.
Successful first over for Todd Astle. 56 for 5.
Pitched where? Pitched leg, and just did enough, just straightened. I'm not saying it's turned a massive amount, but it's straightened. And I think Mark Richardson, yep. I'll just take a 1-0 on that.
Oh, it didn't hit middle.
Just a case of the bowler's backing the bowlers and the batsman, isn't it? Santner to continue.
Catch!
And not carrying. Williamson gets close.
Tell you what, though, this summer, hasn't New Zealand had it all their own way in New Zealand? They've hardly been tested by anyone yet.
Yeah, it can be, I guess, a little easy to look at the opposition and say, well, they haven't played well, but it's also very easy to look at this New Zealand side and say they're just a good side at the moment and playing some very good cricket.
Oh!
I'm going with New Zealand just playing really, really good cricket with a very good, confident and balanced side.
But it was the same as last season, if you recall. Pakistan and Bangladesh, and then Australia were clean swept. And by and large, New Zealand had the best of all those games, quite comfortably. It wasn't until South Africa turned up where that changed. Isn't it the way all over the world, teams dominating at home? Australia, of course, in the Ashes. South Africa had a pretty good day at home against India, who have swept all before them at home as well.
Had a great start, didn't they? India 3 for 15 at one stage. South Africa managed to get away.
Pretty classy South African seam attack in that test match as well. It's nicely bowled.
I really like this slower ball outside off stump.
Oh!
59 for 5.
Oh, that was overnight. 3 for 15, South Africa, early on in the first 45 minutes in the morning. A.B. de Villiers, Faf du Plessis, Quinton de Kock with reasonable contributions, getting through to 286, and then India in trouble as well. 28 for 3 and a wicket apiece for Morne Morkel, Dale Steyn and Vernon Philander. Cheteshwar Pujara holds the key massively there for India. He has been their rock at number 3.
So it's probably fair to say then, isn't it, that a true test of your greatness as a team in this current era is how you play away from home, not so much your performances in your own country or even in your own hemisphere in some cases. Perhaps continent is a better word.
Love that, Toddy.
That's possibly why South Africa have been, in my opinion, one of the better teams around the world in the last 3 or 4 years. They have travelled better than anyone. Yeah, they beat Australia in Australia. So they've actually beat New Zealand in New Zealand. So they've travelled.
Outside edge and easily will run away for 4.
Well, I know we just praised New Zealand, but Kane Williamson, where's his slip? 65 for 5? It's the googly. Dragged down, yes, but what about a slip in place? Just for a decent delivery. For that reason, 65 for 5 could be an option.
Beautiful, Todd. Beautiful that, Toddy. Pull it in there, Todd. And again here, boy. Beautiful that, Todd. Quality, Todd.
Question now for Williamson is, does he really go for the kill? Does he perhaps bring back the quicks with the bounce? Try and pick 1 or 2 more up?
Oh.
Or is he happy with the spinners? 66 for 5.
And I'm actually sitting here in the stands with part of your family. Close to his cousin and uncle here, Graham. You must be pretty proud. You've already got a win today. So you guys have played a lot of like PYC. You've gone around a few times? Or is it more in favour of him bowling you? Alright, well, your family's out here to talk, so I think another win or 2 will be lovely.
Spinners working in tandem for New Zealand. Todd Astle has picked 1 up already in his first 2 overs.
Good here, Mitchie. Great done for us here, Mitchie.
Yeah, pick up on your point the last over, Scott Styris, about what does Kane Williamson think about now with maybe bringing the quick backs, continue with the spin.
Catch it.
That's high in the air, but it's too big all the way for 6.
He's been trying to get hold of him for a wee while, actually. And he just shuffles the leg a little bit. He's looking for a little bit of leverage to swing the bat. See, he just stays, gives himself plenty of room by clearing that front leg. The ball coming around the wicket so he can get that bat through. May as well.
Tries it again, and the same result. 2 in a row.
Yeah, don't die wondering. In this game, you can't draw them. Not from here.
Good striking. Very good striking. He's hitting with the wind as well, knowing exactly what to do here. Get the ball up in the air, let the wind take it.
Go and lob it up again.
Lob it up, get it wide, get it dumping outside off stump, maybe even 8 inches, 2 foot.
Down. Beautiful sling.
Outside off.
Well, he's watched all the carnage, Zaman.
Catch it.
Well, the first 6 was at 95k. And so Santa's immediately go, all right, I'll bowl slower. And that was 79.
Yeah.
He bowled exactly what you asked for, slower and wider. He was good enough just to wait on it. 78. That's the slowest of the over.
Yeah, that was clever because the one before that was quicker. So he's more likely to eyes a light up when he gets one after the one.
Very good sling, very good sling.
Maybe a sign Pakistan have had enough. They're on the charge to some degree. 81 for 5.
Yeah, he's pretty close to a capsize, so hopefully we'll take this patrol and see if we can be able to roll one.
I'd continue with Santner. I like Santner's chances here, and then maybe Ferguson back. He's only bowled 3 overs. Bolt, he's bowled 4, but definitely change it up with the number 7 in there.
Last over worth 15 off Mitchell Santner.
Beautiful.
One of the reasons, Simon Doyle, you're about to make a point, I think, about potentially bringing the quick bowlers back is you're now starting getting into the tail enders, the bowlers, an opportunity perhaps to go short.
Yep, send a message. First game of the series, under pressure, Pakistan, send a message.
Oh, Toddy.
Ruffle some feathers, get in around those digits, upset the leg spinner,
Standing, mate.
wrap him on the hand, wrap him on the fingers.
And that message is, well,
Again.
we're nasty.
Pretty
One
much.
mistake, boys. Here we go.
Work for Southey again. He's been peppered somewhat. Get back for a pretty comfortable 2. Yeah, I agree. I think that's the right way to go. Lockie Ferguson back in and a lot of short stuff. Trent Bolt could do the same. He's only bowled 4 overs. Long way to go in this series, and a blow to
Yes, Toddy.
the hand, especially for Shadab Khan,
Toddy.
might have further ramifications in the remaining games.
Yes, Todd.
Gee,
That's
that's
beautiful,
pretty
Todd.
nasty, fellas.
Quality that
Trying to
way.
injure him.
It's a good sit here, Toddy.
I can't believe you
96,
two.
boys, 100 for 7. Come on.
It's Northern Districts for you, Mark.
Beautiful.
Single to finish. 86 for 5.
.46 for 1, so wickets wise, a lot better for Pakistan in that little period of 10 overs. Safraz Ahmed, though, dismissed, LBW. Bowling of Todd Astle.
Actually, by Wayne Knights, because he could see 2 stumps. And so often when an umpire can see that amount of the wickets, he'll think, all right, well, chances are it's sliding down leg.
Now it's Mitchell Santner under pressure, full and quicker and at the feet. He knows he's going to be targeted with the wind.
Well, all the while this has been going on, Fakhar Zaman has played a very good one-day innings so far.
Down, Gup. Well done, Gup. Good, Mitchie. Good,
Lone
Mitchie.
Ranger.
Get a mistake on that left,
49
Mitchie.
of
Come on, boys.
62. He's watched all sorts of things go on at the other end. Held his nerve.
Down. Right effort, Zach.
That's 50. Fakhar Zaman. And he does so in pretty quick time as well, considering the carnage he has had to endure at the other end. 3rd ODI 50.
Yes. Excellent, boys. Stay working there, lads. Let that get us one here, boys. Let they get us one, Slinky?
Well, Pakistan need 7.7 runs and over. That aggression we saw in Santner's last over has to continue.
Catch.
That's in the gaps, nicely played. There's the boundary they need.
That gap was not very wide there. It's Guptill at cover. He's a terrific fieldsman. It was catchable height, but the placement to get that away for 4 had to be spot on, and it was.
Catch.
And this time over the leg side, the same gap in the field. They're going after Santner.
Yeah, this is a rare bad one from Santner. It was a slower ball as well. They realised that it just wasn't full enough. Because it was a slower ball, he could sit back and had all the time in the world to pick where he wanted to hit it.
Had a big reputation coming to New Zealand, did Shadab Khan. Just 19 years of age, the leg spinning ability.
Yes,
And now we
Mitchie.
get to
Beautiful
see
that, Mitchie.
how talented he is with the bat as well. 97 for 5.
Yeah, nice innings. Quite a stylish player. Fakar Zaman. That was a beautiful shot. Fast hands hit on top of the bounce. Couple of biggies over
Down.
cow corner, as they say, but well controlled, and a nice 50.
All round the ground, which is a sign of a good player. Simon Dewey, you asked for the quick bowlers to come back to ruffle some feathers. Lockie Ferguson get an opportunity for a second spell. Just 3 overs for him so far. .46. We've already seen Lockie Ferguson up to 153. He's got the wind behind him once again. It's nicely timed. Well, Simon Dewey won a lot of short stuff. Very good exponent of that. Waqar Younis is joined in the commentary box with Ian Smith and Craig Cumming.
Thanks, Scotty. There is some short stuff. Called a wide, though. Too high. And brings up the 100 for Pakistan. Run rate's good. Tom Latham still having some issues with that hand.
You don't see too many quick bowlers nowadays. He's a genuine fast bowler, Ferguson.
I think Tom Latham's genuinely got a problem there, because I keep watching him glove the ball, particularly off the quicker bowlers, and he's become very left-hand dominant. In other words, he's protecting the right hand. Whether it's the index finger or maybe the thumb, I'm not sure, but he's certainly does not want heavy. But I'd always mention the word drift. If you can get the ball to drift in the air, it adds so much to it. There it goes again. And the later it drifts, the more it can confuse the batsman. He's thinking, look at the hand, look at the hand, look at the hand. Is it the googly? Is it the leg spinner? Is it the slider? Then all of a sudden, you've got late drift to contend with as well. It's a great art if you can master that.
Down. Good. Outstanding, Cotty. Outstanding, boys.
Yeah, no doubt it's a great art, but it's one of the most difficult art also. It takes years to master it. Run rate required 8.11.
These are the feet. It's gone wide. There's a fielder down there. Can he get it? No. Munro. So a good finish to the over. Risky, but it paid off. 118 for 5.
Well, although he misjudged it, he was nowhere near the pitch of the ball, but he went with the stroke. Got the middle of the bat. Although he was away from him, that went quite far actually, went quickly.
Yeah, I think the heart beat pretty quickly for a while after he hit it. The drizzle falling now too.
That's one of the problems that Pakistan have got, but the other one is that New Zealand have decided they're going to pepper the leg spinner. He's got valuable fingers, Shadab, so they're going to put a short leg in under the helmet, and that is going to mean to you would think that that last delivery that he bowled that tucked him up is of interest, and he'll have that going through his mind. He knows now that they've got a short leg there. He's thinking in the back of his mind, they're going for me. They're going for me short around the shoulder area.
Well, he's a very gutsy batsman. He's very talented. He's done extremely well in the T20 PSL back in Pakistan League. But yeah, 150 plus is never easy.
Excellent partnership, this one. 65 now. Off just the 58 balls. That's 5 overs, 6.4 runs and over. So if you took out the early carnage where wickets fell at 6, 7, 13, and 37 and 54. I'm not saying batting is easy for these two. They've shown what's possible.
Oh, he's been generous so far. 2 foolish deliveries on off stump. Lockie Ferguson must be thinking now, bring Henry Nicholls into play under the helmet.
The only good thing about that, Smithy, is when you know it's still 2 up your sleeve, the batsman's thinking 3
कट जाएगा। ये है जिलेट ब्लूटूथ प्लस जो दे महफूज शेव कहीं भी कैसे भी। जिलेट ब्लूटूथ प्लस क्रोमियम प्लेटेड ब्लेड्स के साथ जो चले 5 शेव तक। थैंक यू सो मच। जिलेट, द बेस्ट अ मैन कैन गेट। शेव कहीं भी कैसे भी। जिलेट ब्लूटूथ प्लस क्रोमियम प्लेटेड ब्लेड्स के साथ जो चले 5 थैंक यू सो मच। द बेस्ट शेव कहीं भी के साथ।
Slides that one past the outside edge.
It was the slower one. Is that just a little bit of moisture on the surface, maybe?
Quite wide of the wicket as well in his delivery.
It's gone on with the angle. Fahim played it as if it's sort of straightened when it was that slow through the air.
High and hard and down the ground into the wind, but plenty on it.
Oh, that's a super shot, isn't it? You could just hear it as soon as he hit it off the bat. You heard that particular sound. Bat on ball, timing, power, placement. Beautiful.
Might have just seen in that slow motion shot as well, the rain clearly getting heavier.
Play through it in this situation.
The batting side won't be bothered. Ball skids onto the bat nicer, harder for the bowlers to hold on to. You can see Martin Guptill trying to work on the ball now. So Pakistan won't mind at all. They're so far behind the game. If Duckworth Lewis Stern comes into play, they lose the game. Good single to finish the over. 164.
व्हाइट और ब्राउन शुगर की खास मिठास मजेदार कैरामल के साथ। कैंडी की वो खास मिठास जो किसी और में कहाँ।
Duckworth Lewis Stern comes in to play the game.
And drop catches should be taken, that one. All of a sudden, just a little counter, a little exhibition of quality batsmanship. That's a good hit. That was a really good hit from the crease into a stiff breeze. Well, the umpires have come together and now they've split. Rightly so. Play through it. Come on.
Southey back into the attack. 6 overs in his first spell. We'll never forget the first over. A sensational start for New Zealand. And that rain is getting a bit heavier.
We talk about Duckworth Lewis Stern. 227 is the number right now after 30 overs, 6 wickets down. That's where Pakistan would need to be. So they won't want to come off. They want to stay out there.
So if they're going to stay out there, they've got to have a hit. They've got to get this. They've got to get the runs up.
That's a great shot of the rain coming down now, and the two umpires will have a chat now. Calling it off, are they? Yep, calling for the groundsman.
Yeah, I don't think it's any surprise. They have tried to persist. They've tried to stay out there.
So if they're going to stay
out, just got heavier